Hey, I'm here in Austin, Texas with some of my new friends. This is Robbie, this is James, and this is Natalie. And we were at the Driscoll Hotel, and they came out. Actually, I had a keynote today, and they came out to watch it, which is the first time that's ever happened, so that's really cool. And so James was recently just diagnosed with amyloidosis, and so he hasn't started treatment yet. But Robbie stumbled upon my videos and started, obviously it's intriguing, especially when you find out that you have this new disease. So, James, I just wanted to say hi to you and thank you all for coming.
Well, thanks. We appreciate the opportunity to get to visit with you, spend time with you.
Thank you so much. And so, all I want you to know, we just spent the last hour talking here, but you look so good. You look so good, and I have no doubt that whatever type you have and how advanced it is very minimal. So you look 10 times better than I did.
Oh, well.
So anyway,
the good news is I have never felt that. So
right. And so that's one of the challenges with amyloidosis, is the fact that here's a guy who's healthy, and he doesn't look bad, and he's not really having any challenges, but he went in. What'd you go in for?
I had a stroke.
I had a stroke, like a mini stroke kind of.
I had a real stroke.
Okay.
Left side immobilized, left arm, left leg, left side of the body.
Right. So you go in for the stroke, and then they discover by looking at your heart
Yes.
that you might have
In less than 24 hours.
That's amazing.
The cardiologist said, I believe you have amyloidosis.
Wow. Which is an amazing thing that his cardiologist actually said that to him, and whoever that cardiologist is, we got to give him or her a raise right now. Because the fact is that most cardiologists don't know about that, and why they noticed James is he had a thickening of the bottom part of his heart, right?
Right. They said the walls of the heart.
The walls of the heart, typically the lower end of the heart is thicker, and that's the same thing I had. And the cardiologist that I worked with said that I had athlete's heart. They asked me if I was a former athlete. I said, sure. Well, that makes sense. You're stronger. You got that good heart going. I'm like, okay. And then, 6 months later, I'm not even able to walk. And so most of them don't know. So I'm really thankful that they said something about that. And so I'm encouraged and I'm excited. And please keep in touch with me as you go up to Mayo.
Oh, well.
And let me know what's going on.
We certainly will.
Yeah. So anyway, I do these videos obviously for a couple reasons, but mostly for exposure. And if you know somebody that's not feeling well, or they're complaining but they're not able to find the right solution, think about the word amyloidosis. Maybe have them know that word so they can ask their doctor about it, because it comes in so many different forms, and that's the biggest challenge, is diagnosis. So
and even that cardiologist that told me he thought I had it said he believes it's dramatically underdiagnosed.
it is. Yep. Now I just talked to Isabel, who runs the Amyloidosis Foundation. She told me that they just uncovered the youngest amyloidosis, a 23-year-old female.
Oh, wow.
23-year-old female just got diagnosed with amyloidosis. So how many other people do you think have it? That just go and then all of a sudden they have a congestive heart failure, or they have kidney or liver problems, or they got GI problems. And so that's the issue in it, is that it masks itself in so many other forms. And so I'm thankful that you found out.
Oh, well.
So.
And I'm just so thankful, David, for your videos, because they've been so helpful to me. It's so encouraging to both of us.
That's good.
And Robbie brought them to me. She found them and brought them to me and said, you need to meet this guy on video. He's creating a video journal.
Yeah. Well, like
So inspirational.
Thank you. Well, I told you I was going to do it, whether it was good or bad.
You
So
did.
I'm thankful that it's good.
And your approach to the disease, certainly, but your approach to life and your approach to the disease, it's what's drawn me to them.
Gotcha.
Because I can identify with that approach, and that's the only way to approach a problem. Certainly this would seem to be an insurmountable problem to almost anyone.
Right.
But you do what you can where you are with what you have, and you do the best you can.
That's exactly right.
And all we can control is our attitude and our choices.
Yeah.
And
This guy is definitely going to win. I definitely think James is on the winning track right now. So anyway, thank you guys so much for coming in. It was great to meet you.
well, pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And
Can I take some photos of y'all together?
Of course.
Before you run out?
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
So, since we're on camera, tell me what you liked most about my keynote talk today. We'll start with the number one real producer over here.
I like the as if.
Okay.
The whole as if attitude. And I have like 150 people I'm ready to go share that with. So that they, my agents.
Gotcha. Yeah.
The as if attitude.
Perfect.
That if you believe you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
That's right. James?
Well, it was all excellent. And because it's the kind of thing that I've done during much of my adult life, I identified with all of it thoroughly. But I can look back during my younger life in my nuclear family, back when I was a child and a teenager, and I had to learn to live by as if. And even though I didn't know any formula,
Yeah.
I would select examples of excellence and choose to be like those examples and try to live as if in order to build the kind of life that I want.
Awesome.
So
That's great.
as if works.
It does. Robbie, how about you?
It was as if, because we're going to live as if we are healthy right through this treatment,
Yep.
and we're going to do life
That's right.
well, as I've seen you do in your videos.
Yeah.
That inspired me so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I know you're going to do great. You've got a great support system here. You've got a great attitude, and I can tell you've got the kind of guy who has great discipline.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing you along the journey.
Yes.
Maybe in Rochester, maybe somewhere else.
Yes.
But we'll make it a point to get together.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing with us, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome.